My name is Kevin Darty. Welcome back to another exciting adventure of everyday agriculture. And today we're talking social studies. Today we're talking history. We're actually talking the history of agriculture in the state of Illinois. For our K through 3 students, our first activity is to watch a video about what goes on a dairy farm. One of the words you hear them use is how many generations. That means how many years their family has lived on the farm and what they've done with it. I want you to think of your generations. You're one generation, your parents are a second generation, your grandparents are a third generation. You might have great-grandparents still living. That would be a fourth generation. I want you to think about how many generations you have in your family as we examine what goes on in multiple generations on farms. Well, our activity on that dairy farm is to take a little cream, and this might take a special trip to the store, but you can take cream, can't be milk, has to be cream, and put it into a container. It could be a baby food jar, a mayonnaise jar, something like that, even a little piece of Tupperware. You're going to fill that about halfway full with cream, and then you're going to shake it. Pass it around and just keep shaking it. You're going to shake for a long time. You're going to shake and shake and shake, and that's how we're going to get butter. Used to, they would use a butter churn to do this, but you're going to use the warmth of your hands along with the air that gets in there, and you can make butter. So that's kind of a cool activity for our younger students. Our older students, I want you to look at the history of Illinois through a really cool video comparing both John Deere and Cyrus McCormick and what they did for agriculture. Both of them ended up making implements, making tractors, combines. McCormick had a reaper that he was involved in, but those are huge parts of Illinois agriculture and the history. Another thing I want you to do is, I want you to think about the county in which you live. Where do you live? You know the town, but do you know the county? And click on the link and we'll find out what your county is named after. Go and find out what your county is named after. Then I want you to stop and think, what would you name a county after now? What would that county be named? And finally, for our STEM activity, we're going to go back to the dairy farm, and I want you to examine how far agriculture has come throughout history. Our activity with our STEM activity is to examine what happens on that dairy farm and how currently dairy farms are turning poop into power. Watch the video and look for the links between agriculture and science, and we hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week with a little more everyday agriculture.